Hello, everyone. Welcome to Popology. This is Thursday Tea Chat. Tea Talk. Thursday Tea Talk.
Hey everyone, so I'm working on uploading this Thursday night tea chat, but I just saw after we already recorded this that Peter Monn mentioned me on his main channel. So I just want to say thank you, Peter, for mentioning me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for linking my vlog down in your description. It's just so awesome. So thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your love that you showed me on YouTube. You're an awesome person. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. Peter actually was my main inspiration for starting YouTube and starting with vlogging. I did the Peter Monn Vlog Challenge. It was a lot of fun and I've enjoyed it ever since. So I've been vlogging every day since November. So Peter, I really appreciate it and thank you.
I just got back from Denver last night, so we normally do Tuesday tea talks, but this week we had to switch it up and do Thursday tea talks instead, because we didn't want to miss out on a week, you know? It's kind of one of my favorite things is to sit down and chat, and we don't have to walk around anywhere. We just get to sit here at the good old kitchen bar and talk about whatever. And you guys listen. That's so amazing. Thank you. First of all, I wanted to say thanks for all the really nice comments and encouragement for my new position. I'm really excited and just looking forward to doing something a little bit new. Let's see. Denver. I don't know. Has anyone been to Denver? This was my first time, I think, at least my first time really spending time there. I may have flown there one other time, but we were there for meetings, didn't really get to explore too much, but I think the weather is interesting in Denver. So on Tuesday, we went to a coffee shop prior to our meeting, and it was 70 degrees and sunny outside, and we sat outside on the patio. And I was hot. Like, it was blazing. The sun was blazing down, and I thought I was going to get a sunburn. It was gorgeous. The mountains are so beautiful. Just surrounding, the city. Mm-hmm. You could see the snow caps on top of them.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, whoa, this is real life for people who live here. Like, we just don't have mountains in Indiana at all. So it's wonderful to see that scenery. But then on Wednesday, it was snowing in the morning. And then it got sunny later.
Way.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people think that the weather in their area is kind of sporadic and chaotic and you never know what you're going to get. Like, I think not everyone, but a lot of people feel that way. But I think Denver is especially unique. I heard some lady talking at a different table at the coffee shop say that they were supposed to get like 10 to 20 inches of snow later in the week. And I was like, what? We're sitting outside and it's hot out here right now. So
I never knew that.
Lots of different weather patterns. I don't know if it's because of just where they're placed in the country, because of the mountains being, I don't know. But if you know, let us know below. Anyway, the people in Denver seem to be very like hip and cool, very casual. The coffee shop, I haven't even actually really told Michael about this. The best one we went to two coffee shops in like a
and they weren't Starbucks?
Place. No, not Starbucks. We got that at the airport. Mm-hmm. But the really cool place was called Monk and Mongoose.
Huh.
Yeah. So really good coffee, very good vibes, in there. I really liked it. And then one of my coworkers told us about mongooses. Do you know anything about this with coffee?
No.
Okay, somewhere, maybe Africa, maybe India. I clearly didn't listen to every detail of the story, but I've actually heard something like it before anyway. So, in a certain area of the world, there are, coffee berries, and the animal, the mongoose, will eat those berries.
Oh, and,
Sizzle. Yeah.
and poop them out.
Yeah, and they will poop them out, and it makes them even better.
Oh, gross.
I know, but it's like a real thing. So I think that's what they named their coffee shop after.
Is that the coffee they use?
I mean, maybe, but they probably have other stuff too. Wow. Yeah.
I bet that's super expensive.
It is.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. And I actually just saw on Instagram too, a guy that we went to college with who lives in Denver now.
Yeah.
He was just today at Monk and Mongoose.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow. I think it was actually a different location though than the one we went to.
Yeah. So it's Kopi, Luwak. Yeah.
Kopi,
so it's partially
Luwak.
digested coffee cherries. Crazy.
Who would have thought?
And it's like $100 for like a can of it. $400 for 2 ounces at this one place.
Wow.
How crazy.
So I'm thinking maybe a monk discovered this.
Really?
Maybe that's the story. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. I have no idea. Yeah. That's crazy though.
Anyway, after our meeting, we were asking like the people that we were with who live in Denver, where should we go to dinner? We're not leaving till the morning, so we're gonna stay all night. So we need to eat dinner, and they recommended. Well, shoot. Now I tell you the story, and now I can't think of the place. It's a Mexican place, so I was all on board with it. Something Colorado.
Is it the place where it's like a waterfall? You know what I mean?
A waterfall?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I forget what it's called, but they make fun of it in a TV show. It's like the Disney World of Mexican restaurants.
Okay. It's called Hacienda, Colorado.
Oh.
It is a chain, but they were raving about it and said that you can only get it in Colorado.
Huh.
Which Colorado is, in the Southwest. So I think Mexican food tends to be better maybe in that part of the country. It was good.
Yeah. I was thinking of Casa Bonita.
Oh.
So it's a tourist place. I've never been. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great time. It was kind of weird being 2 hours behind versus Indiana. I woke up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's so early.
Oh, I was like, what am I supposed to do right now? I don't know. What time do you guys wake up every day? I don't wake up at 6, but I just did. I have weird sleeping patterns, especially when I'm not at home. So it's a little bit weird.
They say the best way to break habits is to travel. So when you travel, you break the habit. And, well, that's what we talked about in my class last week was breaking habits. Well, it's in a business setting. And they just mentioned humans break habits when they travel and things like that. So
that's a really good point. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah. So that's why it's also important to travel, I would say. But yeah, I'm one to speak. I don't really care about traveling, but there's a lot to, you learn a lot when you do, even if it's just a new way of thinking. It's good for the mind.
Yeah. It was nice. I was wondering how it would be taking a plane and all of that, since I haven't done that in so long, it felt like nothing had really changed.
Do you wear your mask?
Oh yeah, the whole entire time. Like, you have your mask on from the time you step into the airport until you fly to wherever you're going and then leave the airport.
Did you see any like really special mask or anything that was
all types?
You see anyone? I don't know.
I saw people double masked.
Okay.
You're not. So in the airport, you can kind of wear whatever type of mask you want. On the plane, they say you can't wear one of the masks that doesn't close at the bottom. It's like, the kind of collars that people will pull up and put over here, or like a bandana. Mm-hmm. You can't wear that.
Yeah.
On our flight to Denver, so we took direct flights both ways. On the flight there, it was not a full flight, so there was some extra space. Mm-hmm. And it was very chill. On the way back, though, the flight was completely full.
Wow.
Oh my word. And they were crazy, which is probably good. The flight attendants and everything, they were being so strict about everything.
That's good.
Yes.
I don't want to get on a plane,
No, but even stuff that didn't relate to necessarily COVID, they were just being so a guy had his jacket in between his legs, and the guy was like, you need to put your bag underneath your seat. He's like, oh, it's just my jacket. He's like, well, you still need to put it underneath your seat for takeoff, and make sure it's not in the aisle so no one trips on it. Well, that doesn't, clearly what I just said does not sound bad. It sounds safe. But they also came on, because they give you a snack and they give you a glass of water. So there's no normal food and beverage service. So you can take your mask down to eat.
That's weird.
And drink.
That's weird.
But they did come on the intercom and say, this is not a time for you to take a 15-minute break from your snack. You need to put your mask up in between sips. I was like, oh man, it's true. I get it. This is their job. Mm-hmm. And I was just not expecting it. I was like, oh wow. I'm glad. I'm very glad, because it was a very full flight. Keeping your mask up is what we need to do. They probably shouldn't have even given us food, but I think you have to.
Huh.
Keeps customers happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Delta, at least in the United States, is the only airline that is consistently keeping the middle seat open.
Really?
On flights. Yeah. That's what I've found from other people at my company that have been traveling this whole time. So, not me.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got to sit next to a really cute baby, too, on the way home. She was so cute. She did a really good job.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super tired tonight because it's just been a busy day. So I had class tonight. It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It's a long day.
Mm-hmm. I'm very tired too. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for the weekend.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. My grandma is pretty old. She's in her 90s and just not doing very well at all. And not related to COVID. She actually got her COVID vaccine a while back, which is so funny. I think they really tried to so she's in a nursing home. Did I just say that?
No.
She's in a nursing home. So they wanted to get all of the residents there vaccinated. Anyway, so she is probably going to pass soon. So now they are going to allow the grandchildren to come and actually see her in person and visit. Oh. So I haven't been able to actually go inside the nursing home in a, year almost. I've seen my grandma through the window and talk to her through a phone through the window, but that's really difficult for her. She doesn't really understand that. So I'm going to be doing that very soon, just to, because I think they're allowing us to go because they're not sure, she could pass anytime.
Yeah.
So I want to prioritize that and go down there soon.
Wow.
Life, right? Life.
Yeah.
If you're still listening, comment down below grandma or the grandma emoji.
Yeah, comment that down below.
Is anyone listening a grandma or a grandpa?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you were talking about Denver, I was just thinking about the mountains in Virginia.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I grew up there not even ever thinking about nature. I didn't like nature. And but when I go back, it's crazy. Just see see the mountains, especially when you're going towards Roanoke. It's insane. The Blue Ridge Mountains, they're so blue and big, and it's crazy.
They do look like paintings in the background.
Yeah. And even in my town, you can see mountains circle you and stuff from certain sections. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely not like the Rocky Mountains by any means.
No, they're
pretty.
They're blue. They're giant blue mountains. So that's why they're the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Like, what do you mean by they are blue?
They're blue. They're
like
just,
the actual rocks are blue, or they just look blue from far away?
They look blue from far away.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. They're just...
And I wonder why that is. It's so interesting. Blue Ridge Mountains. Yeah. Okay.
So
maybe compared to all of the lush green of that area, they just look blue.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it's just how the fog reflects on the sky or something.
Yeah.
So they're just very blue, and there's certain sections like in Roanoke. So here's Roanoke, Virginia.
At night.
They're just blue. Isn't that crazy? But maybe all mountains are blue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember in California or even in Arizona, they're not blue.
They're brown.
Yeah. So I guess it's just certain sections. I mean,
it just depends on where you're at in the country, maybe.
Yeah. But it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And yeah. Here's something interesting I got. I bought this book for $2. It is a GM book. The first 75 years of transportation products. GM. So it's a
Does
book.
this make you so happy, Michael?
Yeah. This is not any page in particular. It's just a coffee book, kind of.
Like a coffee table book?
Yeah. I don't know if you could see that, but it's just GM cars. Yeah, it's very interesting. I like it. And yeah.
An interesting fact about Michael, I'm not sure if I've said this or not, but he can glance at a small portion of car, doesn't need to have the emblem on it or anything, and just know exactly what type of car is, make, model, and year. Like pretty much spot on.
The thing is, though, I think a lot of guys have that ability. And girls too. I think a lot of people, ladies, have that ability too. It's just...
But like make, model, and the year. I would have no clue.
I think it's just because I grew up thinking about cars so much.
Yeah.
And I will say, in my hometown, or if you live in a more rural area, you just, I don't know, I feel like cars are so important versus if you don't.
You have further to drive.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big party. Driving is a big part of your life.
Yeah. You think about it and it's always on your mind. And in Virginia, you're always, I don't know. I mentioned this before. Virginia has a state inspection and, you go in and they say something's wrong with your car. So you are required by law to get that fixed. You go to the dealership. Oh, that's $1,700. Imagine if you don't have that money. then you start thinking, well, maybe I should just buy a new car. And then I just think I don't know. I feel like that's why Virginia, North Carolina, I think there's 7 or 8 other states that do that. But yeah.
This is a little off topic, but it reminded me of a interesting fact that I learned about Virginia, and I never got to tell you.
What?
Virginia is the only state that has just cities that aren't part of a county. Like the county is separate from the city. Like here, Indianapolis is in Marion County. Where I come from, Newcastle is in Henry County. Where we used to live, Bourbonnais is in Kankakee County. But where Michael's from, the city of Danville is not in Pittsylvania County.
Oh, wow.
And that's unique. Like Virginia's
Did
the
Mariah tell you
only...
that?
No, I learned it on a YouTube video.
Oh, wow.
Which I thought that was weird when I first met Michael and, found out where he's from. And he's like, no, I live in the county. I don't live in Danville. I was like, what are you talking about?
I thought everyone did that.
No.
I never knew that.
No,
That makes sense now.
Yes.
Where I'm at, you want to live in the county. It just depends because the city can be a lot more expensive. But at the same time, if you think about it, this is Virginia mindset. If you live in the city, it's more convenient. If you live in the county, you drive farther, but your house might be a little bit cheaper, but you can get a bigger house. It just depends. And you get well water. Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's well water if you live out in
that makes sense.
You can still live out in the country, out in the county area, but it just means that every city and town is in a county.
Yeah, we have different school systems. So there's a difference between a city school and a county school.
Yeah, well, we have that too.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Then what's the difference?
It's crazy that Danville is not in a county. It's not in any county.
So there's different probably officials maybe.
We don't have any cities that aren't also in a county.
That's
I just
weird.
find that fascinating.
They should just make it a city.
Well, they should just say Danville is in Pittsylvania County.
Yeah, I don't know that is weird.
I think it's fascinating. I'm going to rewatch that video so I can find out more information on it. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's all that I have.
Yeah, I think so. I want some pizza soon.
Maybe we'll get King Dough. I love King Dough. I haven't been there in a while. I want to go.
King Dough or Papa John's?
That's true.
Something that I would like to try that I don't think Michael would like is the new croissant crust from Papa John's. I think that sounds so... Wait, no.
Is that DiGiorno?
That's so funny. Yeah, I think it is DiGiorno. But does Papa John's have it too?
I don't know. No, it might be Papa John's. I don't know.
I'm a little mixed up on that. Anyway.
DiGiorno does sell that, but I think Papa might have it as well.
Michael likes stuffed crust. I'm not a huge fan, but I think croissant crust sounds delightful.
Yeah, that sounds, I don't know.
Up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I might start on my bread. So I'll make a little bread and then let it rise in the fridge. Or my goal is to make bread Saturday or Sunday. And it's probably not going to be good, but we're learning here. You're on the journey with me. We'll see what happens.
It might be good.
I think it will taste fine. I don't think it will be very beautiful.
Oh, that's okay. Taste is the most important part.
Yeah. I think it will taste fine. I think. I'm in a bunch of sourdough groups, and it's so interesting to see what people post. I've been in sourdough groups for 3 years.
That's funny.
Yeah.
As in on Facebook?
Yeah, just different forums.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do they have Reddit forums for sourdough?
Yeah, Reddit. Yeah. And just bread making websites.
That's
it's
cute.
It's very interesting.
Cool. So. I'm excited.
Me too. We'll see what happens. So, well, I'm going to end it. Do you want to end it?
Sure. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you have a great night, a great day tomorrow. If you're watching this at the weekend, hope you're having a great weekend. And if no one's told you this today, you are loved and this world is a better place because you are here. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.